Hello and welcome to another Photoshop video. In this project we're going to take a look at how we can add some interesting text and a reflection to a holiday photo. So we're going to start off with the image file Italia, open in Photoshop. We're going to go to the toolbox and right click on the text tool and select the horizontal type tool. That's a horizontal type mask tool. Okay, that one right there. So once we click inside of the image, then we can type in the text. So with the caps lock key on, we're typing Italia. The font style is Jill Sans. Bold is the style as well. Font size 200 points and sharp. Once we've done that, we can just simply click on the tick, but first of all, we'll just add a warp. So if we right click on the text and choose warp text, then the style of warp we can choose wave, and then if we go positive you can see how we're getting the angle of the text, but if we go negative we can more or less have the text following the lines of the buildings. So anything minus 34 to 39 works quite well. Then we can just click and reposition the text where we'd like it to go on the image, then just simply click OK and then just click the tick in the options bar to commit those changes. So once we've got to this stage, we're going to fill the letters with a different type of image. So if we go to the ripple texture, Command A to select all, Command C or Control C to copy back into the Italia image, and then it's Edit, Paste Special, and we'll choose Paste Into, just to paste that text into the letters. We'll add a few layer styles to make that text a little bit more interesting. So if we double click on that layer, on the grey part, then we can choose bevel and emboss. So we can go for an inner bevel, chisel hard to make it look as if it's kind of carved out of stone. Depth around 74%, the direction is up. Angle 164 and global light. The altitude is set at 11 to get some nice dark shadows, and then we simply click OK. Back in the layers panel we can change that blending mode to screen and just take down that layer opacity ever so slightly. Next step involves pressing Command or Control and J. Just click once on that layer again, Command or Control J in order to duplicate the Italia layer. Then we're just going to click between the layer and the layer mask in order to join those two together, so they are now linked. We go to the Edit menu and go down to Transform and Flip Vertical. If the image has disappeared off screen, just press Command and T or Control and T just so you can bring it back into sight. Obviously it depends on whether you zoomed out or zoomed into the image, and then once you can see both of the text, just click to action that transformation. Next thing on the Italia copy layer, that's the one that's in the water. If we just right click on that layer and then just choose to rasterize the layer style, and that just means that those all those layer styles are condensed. We can take our layer opacity down to around about anything 75 to 80%, something like that, just so it's not quite so defined. Next step, we go to filter and then choose blur and a radial blur. And so for that, the amount doesn't need to be huge, around 9, the blur method, zoom, and the quality best, and then click OK. We can change our blending mode of that copy layer just to darken it a little bit, so you can change that to overlay, and it just gives more of a shimmer in the water of the reflection. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching.